We were talking before and about the differences between, Democrat and Republican. And I told you guys, I don't know the difference.
It's definitely a problem because, you split America into two different ideals, you know what I mean? And I mean, back in the day, I feel like there used to be, more than two political parties.
So November 5th, we have an important day coming up, elections in the US. Thoughts, opinions?
I feel like it's a big day. I cast my vote in yesterday. I did my absentee ballot, which, is a good civil duty of mine. But yeah, I think it's important to get out and vote. You're voting for somebody who represents the American people. So, I mean, obviously it's important. And yeah, do what I can to try to make change.
I feel the same way. I think it's very important to get out there and vote for who you believe in and try to make some change in the country.
I think it's gonna be really important to see which way everything's gonna go.
Yeah.
With everything going on, in the Middle East, with the economy in the US, it's gonna impact not only US, but I think a lot of things around the world too. So we were talking before and about the differences between, Democrat and Republican. And I told you guys, I don't know the difference.
Yeah.
I know some things about it, but I don't know exactly where things divided and get pushed off.
It's definitely a problem because, you split America into two different ideals, you know what I mean? And I mean, it's democracy, so I feel like we should make decisions and be able to come to like a compromise. And I feel like it's never gonna be, that way because it's split into Democratic and Republican. So, I mean, back in the day, I feel like there used to be, more than two political parties. And sometimes they would actually win, the other independent or, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what they should do to change it, but I think there should definitely be a change.
Yeah.
That's a good point, because he's saying like if, they think that this is okay and I don't think that, then that automatically puts you in the other group. And there's nothing in between that,
exactly.
Well, this is okay, but this isn't, so. Actually interesting, I feel like the more time Americans spend over here, especially the players, they really like European lifestyle more. And a lot of guys I know end up moving and staying in Europe.
Yeah, my wife wants to live out here. She want to get a spot out in Barcelona like Kyle.
Yeah, I wanna live out here too.
You're in Sevilla, we already know you're going to Sevilla.
Get me a little crib in Sevilla.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, I'm not against it.
Yeah.
No, it's a different way of lifestyle.
It's safer, man. Like that's with raising kids. You see kids walk around out here, nothing really happening to them.
We were just Stan just showed me that there was a shooting at a Halloween party. I know it's not Halloween yet, but
I know.
It's like the little things not little, but it's some things you don't have to worry about here.
I know. I hate to try to get into it now, but like school shootings, I know school only been in session for what, 2 months? It's like an all-time high right now. Like that's scary, man.
It seems like at least once a month.
Yeah.
A lot more than that. There's just some type of school shooting somewhere.
Yeah, you don't really hear about that over here too much.
Nah, but I mean, here it's just so much more, in my opinion, family-oriented, community-oriented. You're not focused on work all the time. You get to have fun, enjoy your life.
Take a siesta.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I know you like the siesta.
Take a siesta.
Yeah. Nah, it's funny seeing like, my European teammates, they always talk about it's so dangerous, like America. Because I always ask, like, have you been to America or do you want to go? They act like they're scared, but when you really think about it, when we go home, like, as soon as I land, I'm on my toes, like, looking around just to make sure. Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys usually talk about politics or anything with your families?
In the house, yeah, but, you go outside of the house, you never know what somebody else's opinion is going to be, and if it's the other side, it's going to be like a really bad clash. It turns into an argument, so, a lot of times you go outside the house, you don't really speak about politics, so.
I was kind of raised the same way. Politics and religion, kind of keep it inside the house. And, you respect other people's opinion. We talked about it in the house growing up, man. My parents definitely tell me where they stand because I really didn't know too much about it growing up. I was just focused on sports and having fun,
I'm kind of the same way. We never really talked about it. I still don't know much about it. It's kind of one of those things you just, in a social situation, you just don't talk about.
Yeah.
Because, my views are completely different than, your views. And I can't push upon what I think to you and,
And vice versa, yeah.
So I think even within families, it's becoming some topic you just don't discuss. Okay, well, we had, Hillary make her run. She was close to becoming the first female.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Think it's time for a female president, or?
I think it's definitely time. We've seen a black president in Barack Obama, which was, definitely huge for the country. it, influenced a lot of people to be able to, fulfill their dreams. A lot of people didn't think they could become president, especially like a young black kid, growing up. But as far as Kamala, I just feel like she brings a lot of, what women need in America as far as women's rights, and I don't want to get too far into detail about, the politics of everything, but I just think she'll, really stand up for women and give them some sort of power, that they need. So I'm excited to see what happens.
So real simple, not your opinion on who you want to win, not who you think is the best candidate to win, who do you think is actually going to win?
But I feel like Trump is more popular, right? Like,
I mean, this is what's so hard for me too, is because when you see the news about, Twitter and, CNBC and Fox and all this stuff, they'll say Trump has a popular vote and he's going to win because he has so much more popularity, And then you'll see somebody else say, no, Kamala is definitely the favorite because she's got this, this, and this, and this. I thought for sure, like, when Trump finished the last time, I thought for sure there was no way he would get reelected. But then Biden, and how he's been the last 2 years, kind of opened the door back up for him, so maybe he could.
But I mean, even if you watch the news, a lot of the news stations are biased.
It's biased,
so
it's shaded one.
Where do you really get?
The Democrats on this one, the Republicans on this one. Which one are you watching?
TikTok.
TikTok and Twitter.
Social media is a funny place though. Like, if you look at social media, it just don't seem like either one of them gonna win.
Yeah. You're gonna follow it?
Maybe.
Well, I think you're more invested since you did
Since
vote.
I voted, yeah. Since I did vote, I'll be tuned in for sure.
Yeah. How about you?
I'll be watching too.
I think so too. Just because I mentioned earlier how important it's going to be for future of the U.S. and all their foreign policies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think if my aunt found out that I didn't vote, she'll be really mad. Cause my aunt, she's really invested into it. And like, if you don't vote and she know people around her don't vote, she kind of like don't talk to them. So I think if this come out and she found out I didn't vote, she'll be very upset with me. I should have voted too. I think I can. I think I got a few more days, bro.
Yeah.
But depend on the state. So my last day was today, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it depends.
I'm gonna try to figure something. I gotta vote.
So it'll be interesting to see. I think everybody's gonna be watching it and kind of on edge and see who's actually gonna win.